Hello, fellow Biafrans. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are watching from. My fellow Biafrans, I have come again today for us to continue with our daily interaction in relation to the coming of Biafra. Biafra continues to be our religion and must be preached all over the world. My people, we are not relenting. Biafra must come, and we must all support the process of Biafra coming. Biafra is going to be declared the restoration of Biafra this year, December 2nd, 2024. Join me from wherever you are watching. This is one of the Breji media platforms, where we give authentic information. Make no mistakes, Biafra continues to be our nation, the United States of Biafra. We are not going back, we are not backing down. We must talk about Biafra. Most countries all over the world fought for their freedom, and we are not committing any crime for asking to be let go. We need our freedom, we need our liberty. Thank you, my brother Oga404. Good evening. Thank you so much. So, my people, before I continue, I have to thank Almighty Chukwu Okike Abia. Chineke keligwe ke ụwa. Nwe mmadụ, ana m aja gị mata, na-ebuli afa gị elu, onye nwe m. Na-ayọkwa gị, nna, ka inye aka ka Maazị Nnamdi Kanu bụ onye isi anyị, ka arapụ ya na alụ niile ndị Naịjirịa na-akpa. O nwere ife onye ndu anyị mere karịa na ọ sị ka ụmụnne ya nwere onwe ya wee jide. Biko Chineke nna, aka ji onye ndu rapụ ya. Deserve to be happy and to be free. Onye nwe m, biko nna, chedokwala anyị mma eji gbuo agụ. Our Indo Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, who is the one leading us currently with speed. Chedomu Biafra niile all over the world. He say. So my people, I have to play this briefly before we continue.
Holy, 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 Adimekujuku, another Savior. Holy, 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 holy.
Wow. Hello, Sonny. Wonderful brother. Thank you for joining.
Then, later in the same year, the universal massacre that took place across the whole of Nigeria, including the north and parts of the west. We're talking in terms of 700,000 killed. So if it's figures we're looking into, certainly they were very heavy. What was the aim of that? Simple, and the language might make
Hello,
people
Abia. Thank you for joining.
It was to impose the final solution to the Igbo problem in Nigeria. That is, when there are no more Igbos in Nigeria, then there will be no problem. I think if one thinks back, sometime you will know who used the term referring to the Igbo problem in Nigeria. That is, when there are no more Igbos in Nigeria, then there will be no problem. I think if one thinks back, the solution to the Igbo problem in Nigeria. That is, when Nigeria.
So my people, why I repeated that is just to reflect of the title of this program, Abia State Governor Protect Biafrans. They have always been itching how to go to Biafra and fight our people. Recently, Tinubu said that sit at home is going to be firing squad or whatever he said about that. I was so upset, I just glanced at it. And he said that he is declaring this war in Southeast because of the soldiers that we acquired. All they want to hear is what has happened to soldiers in Southeast. They don't care how many thousands of Biafra soldiers have killed. There was a picture going around recently of a small boy kept beside the window. The soldier was telling him to bend his neck, and he was using his sharp hand to hit that small boy constantly on that very neck, just to buy the boy. I don't know if one of you saw it. This is always, as usual, an interactive session. If anyone wants to call, you can call on this number that shows on this line, and you will talk to Biafrans. My people, I really don't enjoy being the only one talking. If anyone wants to join me on the studio, I will send you the link. You can just close your video and nobody will see you. I like us to interact. Say what your mind, what you feel. Write it in Igbo. I did Igbo in school. I can write Igbo, I can read it. So my people, we need to come together. You see what Ojukwu is saying here? That the Igbo is their problem and they don't want to see any Igbo around. These are people that came from Sahel and they don't want us to be. They don't want the Igbos to remain in that part of the world where we found ourselves as indigenous owners of the land. The Fulanis want to lord us. They want to enslave us. They want to overwork us. This is the time, my people. This platform, one of the Breji platforms, we do not preach violence because we are not violent people. We do not preach hate. It's a disclaimer, we don't preach hate. We are only talking about our freedom and our liberty. Every video I show here, I get them from the Twitter handle, where it is either displayed by our PM or someone else who is making sense. We are here validly and legally and rightfully to talk about our freedom and liberty. We don't owe anybody any explanation. You cannot tell us how to fight our freedom because we are the ones wearing the shoes and we know where it hurts. Ojukwu is the first leader of Biafra that even fought the war. He led the war and he is the one talking right now, telling you, from his own experience. And we have to learn. You know, sometimes when you don't think of your past, you will not know how to walk about your present, let alone your future. So we have to reflect. Hello, my wonderful sister. Good evening. Thank you. Good evening, Sister Betty, and everyone on the program. Freedom is not given but taken by fire, by force. Yes, this is a fight for survival of Biafra people and for the generations to come. Biafra first. Well done, my sister. Whenever I see you, I always feel, yes, we are people who have common mind. We have human feeling. We empathize and sympathize with others, even though we are not in the homeland. But when your brother, if you're a good sister or a good brother, whenever your brother is in a very bad condition, you will be feeling it. It's like twin sisters. When one is having headache, the other one, if he's not around, he will be feeling it. So whenever I see Diane, I know that we are complete because we are in this together. Thank you, my wonderful sister. So our Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu, Ikemba, one of Biafra, he is saying something which we have to listen to because he started this for us, 1966.
Make people shudder, remember, it was a final solution to the Igbo problem in Nigeria. That is, when there are no more Igbos in Nigeria, then there will be no problem.
Yes, they want to impose final solution. And what is that final solution? To wipe out anything called Igbo or any person that speaks Igbo in the zoo. Then they will, or they will applaud themselves for a very good achievement, for walking like loco in Acapulco from North Africa to Biafra land. And this is unacceptable, my people. Hello, Innocent. Thank you. Great man, thank you for joining us. Please, my people, remember to like and share. The more you click the like button, the more it invites others. Thank you so much, my people.
I think if one thinks back, sometime you will know who used that term, referring to who. The mere fact that you were an Easterner in those days labeled you fit only for one thing, death, and death at the hands of the Nigerian authorities. The Igbos and their associates were killed in practically every village in northern Nigeria. They were killed in many places in western Lagos, even on Kata Bridge, the very center of Lagos. People were looked
Ambrose
at and thought, oh, this looked an
Thank
Igbo,
you so much.
and killed. The very first army officer killed in Lagos, actually, during that time was Calabar. Was killed on...
Did you hear that? A Calabar soldier was killed on Kata Bridge. This is to tell you how vicious these Fulanis are. I know that the same thing they are doing in Yoruba land is what they are doing in Igbo land. They are using governors, civilians that are very hungry, the Ohaneses, the same thing. That's what they are doing all over the Africa, the state of Biafra and state of Oduduwa. In every place, they will get somebody to be working for their interest. That's what they do everywhere. That's what they do. They use Shomolu today to destroy the Biafran houses. It's not a surprise. They did it. It was Yorubas that they used in Payin Akintola. The same thing they used soldiers from South to kill Agu Ironsi. They do this. They didn't start today. They didn't. They want to use your own person to destroy you so that you and that person will be fighting, and they're busy draining our oil, our gas, making all the dollars, and our people are so hungry. Today I was on Twitter Space and they were talking about how much senators, though I will still come to that, how much senators are paid while people are suffering kwashoko now in the zoo because our people are trapped in the zoo. Let's listen to our great and supreme leader.
Killed. The very first army officer killed in Lagos, actually, during that time was from Calabar. Was killed on the bridge, and so on. Igbos were being hunted out and killed. The Igbos that remained in Lagos after the war began were herded together and detained without anything, no question of any legal rights.
Yes, my uncle went to his house to see his house in Kaduna. He was a Nigerian soldier, and during the war, when they started looking for them, he managed to flee and come back. His family came back first, and my father was asking them, where is your father? And the children and their mother were crying that he was detained in Kaduna, but how he escaped, I don't know. You know? So they did this immediately after the war. So when he came back, finally, he joined Biafra Army. Just like Onyendu was asking some Biafrans in Nigeria Army, come and join the Biafra Army to save your land. So my uncle joined Biafra Army and sustained a very bad injury on his left leg. They almost cut leg, but he limped. He is late now. So all these things that Ojukwu is saying is to remind us. Most of the video that I'm going to play here is to remind us that this is not joke. They are very serious, especially for the fact that he denied giving back the market to the Fulanese. So Abia State remains their target, the center of attraction, because Abia is Enyimba City, the heart of Biafra.
Till today, property of Igbos are still sequestered in various areas of Nigeria, and they have not been released, not all of them, to the Igbos, the original owners.
So my people, as I was saying, when I was on the space, they were talking about the salaries of the senators. You will now see the reason why every governor wants to become a senator once they finish from their position as governors, which they never did anything. You will see how many millions that they have amassed I have that video somewhere here where they send the list of 40 people who were in government and who are still in the government and how much they are worth in dollar. You will see that all of them, the one I remembered very well is Abia, former Abia state governor, $150 million in US. That's what he has. Plus a house they say he bought for his girlfriend. Now they are asking him, where is the budget, the airport you budgeted how many billions to build? Where is the money? Where is the airport? So this is what we suffer. Our people are always the target, and we have to be very, very careful. So when they finish their term as governors, they want to go and become senator, like Wike is now, former governor of River State. That's Iguacha. I know that Biafrans, we have renamed our prime minister and the cabinet ministers. They have renamed the 40 states. When Biafra starts flowing like every other nation, we will all know the names of, because some of the states, apart from Owerri State, Okigwe State, and Olu State, I don't know any other one. Though I have a list of it, but off by heart, you know. So the former Iguacha was Governor Wike, and Wike is now fighting the current governor of River State because they are never tired. You won't believe that Wike is only 3, looking like a 70-year-old man because of alcohol. They don't do anything for the citizens. All they do is to amass so much wealth that they will die tomorrow and live. Instead of using it like Governor Oti is doing now, I know that his best can never be enough because nothing was done in any of these states. Nothing at all. No clean gutters, because they're supposed to be having covered and closed gutters, because we live in temperate zone on this planet. That place is always hot and mosquito is common, but they will live everywhere looking completely shambolic. Not even their markets, the business places, no road starred, nothing at all. Hello, my wonderful sister Mary. Thank you for joining in the woman name. Thank you. So my people, these are the things that is always making us to come here and be reminding ourselves where we are coming from and where we are going to. You know, one other of our brothers that lives in US, he is also crying of what is happening to our people, because this sort of thing, Arise TV or TVC or Sahara Reporters, they can never show you this type of thing, but we, the media teams, will always expose what is going on in the zoo so that the world will know. And some of those Biafrans who are sabotaging what we are doing will also hear, and shame will be on all of them.
Nigeria import terrorists from all over the world. Right now, there are more than 5 terrorist groups that operate in the country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. Al-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani murders that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the global.
Yes, you can never see what this our brother is doing here from Arise TV or TVC News or Channel Television. No. When you go to Channel TV, all you see, oh, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that. Oh, South is this, South is that. Just to please their Fulani masters that gives them brown envelope. Shameless men and women who don't think being a journalist is not being very conniving and very condescending in your profession. You have to be an upright person. You have to be speaking for the interest and benefit of the citizens. Not when one city, in the UK, if anything happens to one citizen, it will be on national TV and all the other local TVs. Everybody must hear about it. And whatever is the cost, they will go down just to make sure that the truth is unveiled. But in Nigeria, they will sit there and be covering the government, what they do. None of them can open their mouth to talk that a vice president of Nigeria, Shetima, is the head of Boko Haram. A whole vice president of a country. He maneuvered his way so that nobody will ever question him. All these people talking about our PM, are they going to tell me that they don't understand that other Nigerians are suffering the same thing, but they centered on Southeast, because Southeast remains the only state that they haven't actually infiltrated to establish their emir and whatever they are called, and sultan. That will never happen. Not in this world. They are dreaming. So this, our brother, is doing what houses would have been doing, so that the government will be ashamed of being brought to this level before the whole world. But Fulanis are never ashamed. They have no shame. They have no conscience. That's why, no matter what you say about them, they will not care. So we have to be careful. The Abia state governor should hear all this and know how to safeguard his people. He has his right as the governor of the state to come to Abia state again, and nothing will happen, because he is the head of that state.
The country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. Al-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani herders that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world, watch of West Africa.
Did you hear that? The worst terrorist in the world by African Global Watch. You can see that. They know. All know what is going on. Everybody knows. My people, somebody said it in his book that the white man asked him, what are you people doing about the Fulanis? Are you going to be there watching them? The man said, I understand that they are not indigenous of that country. Why do you people want to allow them to ruin your lives and the lives of your children? That we have to fight. One David, an American, he still chats me up till today. He was asking me last week, what have you people done to free yourselves from the shackles of that corrupt country called Nigeria? Are you still fighting for your Biafra? And I replied him, I said, yes. He was once on this platform. He said that Nigeria is the worst country in the whole world. That's what he said, an American. But a Nigerian journalist, even a Biafran person that is still one Nigerianist, will be telling you, why are you people fighting? Why are people fighting? A Biafran, the fake Biafrans, the conniving Biafrans. Yes, Mary. Mary said, please, Igbo girls going in Mami market to meet Hausa and Fulani men. And after getting pregnant, these girls put it on Igbo boys and give the baby to Igbo names. Give the baby Igbo names, and the years to come, these same children will be Sabos. Of course, the likes of, what's his name? Okorocha. Okorocha is born to a Fulani man. If you look at his face, you will see that he looks like the Fulanis. This is what we suffer there. They want to infiltrate our system, but thank God there is DNA. DNA test will track all of them down.
In Nigeria, Reterli had been named the fourth deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria, and the government of Nigeria provides an enabling environment to try for them to do their bidding. They provide them with logistics, money, arms, and then they send them to the eastern region of Nigeria to kill my people and to destabilize the region. That is their goal, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Yes. This video is specifically for the governor of Abia State. That's what they do. To buttress this very point made validly by this our brother, let me play you another one. I just pray that somebody will tag this to the Abia State governor so that he knows what is up, how our people in Abia State needs protection like never before. Yes, they have to. Moses, thank you so much. Yes, we have to come together. Thank you, Moses. We have to come together, Biafra and Oduduwa. We need it. We need it. Yes. This, our brother said that army gives them logistics. See what the former army general said here, that they collude.
Every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude.
Did you hear that? Everybody must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. My brother Ambrose said, Nigeria government is a terrorist government. The military people collude with terrorists. Yes. You know, I was playing the video of Colonel Nwobosi last time. I am tempted to play it if I can find it, because I have a lot of saved videos here. If I can find it, I will play it. You will hear what he said, how they were used. He said that time he was in the army, he was only 27 years. That was 1963. He died last year. May his soul rest in peace as a retired army colonel. Yes, Mary. Mary said BLA is warning such girls. Those girls and their families should not blame or blackmail BLA or Biafrans later. Yes, after Biafra should mind their freedom for now first. Yes, yes, my people, we have to really mind our freedom. When you are hearing all this, and seeing everything that is going on, you will know that you have no other escape route other than Biafra. We have to come together. We have to vote. We have to make little contributions, no matter how small, towards supporting the processes involved in getting our freedom.
One of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They cover them.
Yes.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
That is it. If you are waiting for these people, because there's one in, is it Taraba State? They were crying, my people, come and see massacre. They were crying, calling the army to come and save them. Which army? That's why when I hear this CDS Musa talk, I will be thinking, why is it that these people are very myopic? They don't think wide. They don't reason. Look at how they used Yakubu Gowon, a man from Panchin in Plateau State. They used Gowon. Today, Gowon's people, they massacre them in hundreds on weekly and daily basis. And the same thing with this man that spoke now. He was a major general during Nigeria Biafra war, and he led a lot of troops to come and buy Biafrans. Today, it is his state, Taraba State. Now, Musa is from one of these other states. Musa is neither Fulani nor Hausa. He's just in the army as from somebody from Christian background because his name is Christopher. They will never learn. How could somebody like Musa, they will convert terrorists and suggest to put them in the army? Why not send those terrorists to farm? To go and farm. But they will bring them to military, untrained, and Musa will grab them because he wants to please his Fulani masters. Because these Fulanis have stolen so much money of our oil and our gas that they have established themselves very highly, that everybody is scared of them. The impression all these foreigners dealing with them, buying the oil, giving them loan in World Bank, they have the impression that these men have control of the oil. That is what the position they have placed us as second-hand citizens. They call us slaves. They call us infidel. In reverse, that's exactly what they are. You know, we are talking of freedom. When somebody is talking of freedom, you listen to them. But no, they will not listen. They will not listen. Rather, they will be telling you, oh, you must go and bring back Simon Ekpa. Why bring him back? Why would you bring him back? So, my people, there are things happening. Let me read for you people what I found from my PM's Twitter platform. Yes, it was a man who called himself, I don't know what he said his name is here, He wrote, he's a military person though, Edward Buba. He wrote and said, in overall, it must be realized that the lifeline of the terrorists is the people, and this situation is no exception. Winning the war without the support of the people is close to impossible. The hype relies on this to perpetrate attacks on the troops. The situation leaves more to be desired. Accordingly, it is absolutely imperative that the military retaliate against this bastardly act against troops. The military will be fierce in its response. That they will be fierce in its response. Meanwhile, what's their name? The ones in Sambisa Forest, the ISWAP, the ISIS, the Fulani headers, and all of them, the bandits, they are all there, but the military are not doing anything. No sign of what they are doing. Yes, Moses Olaniro said, some of our people, both from Igbo and Yoruba, are not cooperating because if we can jointly get our hand together, we can defeat this deadly Fulani Nigeria people. Yes, my brother, you just joined. From the beginning, I said it, that these Fulanis, their modus operandi is getting your brothers, bribing them, radicalizing your own brothers, if possible, your wife or your sister, to buy you or to put problem in you. The way they are using Hope Uzodinma as the governor, and they use the Viduma and Governor Wike to bring back Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, they are still using them to destroy everything we have in Biafra land. Is the way they are using Shomolu in Lagos to destroy houses. You know, when you are city, a whole Lagos city, you see demolished houses every here and there. You are bringing, you are destroying the beauty of the city. That's what they do. They burn businesses in Lagos. All the places that Biafrans have businesses, the Ikeja Computer Village, the Balogu Market, the spare parts, motor parts, where they sell motor spare parts, they've destroyed all that. Alaba, everything. That's what they do. So Yoruba and Igbo will be busy fighting. They are busy stealing our oil money and sending them to American banks. So my brother, we are the ones we have to blame ourselves for falling easy prey, because it is very clear that this is what they do. I've said it here before, my uncle has so many houses in Apapa. After the war, when he came back, his Yoruba friend that rented those houses took him to the bank and transferred all the money. So Yorubas and Igbos, we are good, but they want to destroy our relationship. And it is only if we allow it. It is only if we allow it. Fulanis are visitors. They came from Sahel in North Africa. And they are the minority. And they were the ones who introduced this minority nonsense. You know, when Biafra comes, you cannot call anybody minority. We all have equal right. Anybody can rule the country. But there is no time any administration is on or election going on that you will not see Fulani man will either be the vice president or the president. Like now, everybody see what is going on. They even recommended that the wife of Tinubu should be KPAID. We heard it. We all read it. Why? Because she is a Christian. And they have been making caricature of Tinubu. I have a copy of that video. The young lady that was a pilot that KPAID, they removed her head and put Tinubu's head there. What does that mean? So now that Tinubu is the head of state, he has seen what the Fulanis are like. That's why he quickly repaired Dodan Barrack and maybe lives in Lagos and travels to Abuja on helicopter. You can't deal with Fulanis. You can't. They are very deadly human beings. So we must go. Whether anybody says anything, Biafra must go. Biafra must go. They all give these foreign people impression that they own Nigeria. Now we will know we are not interested in Nigeria. They should keep Nigeria but allow us to go. Every day they are bombing our towns. No, you can never hear any of the radio houses talk about it. Because when you are in the air throwing bomb, you don't know where it falls on. Last time, Hope Uzodinma was telling the school children and the school authorities to remove children from that zone that he wants to go and bomb them. Can you imagine that? So we are encouraging the governor of Abia State, because Abia remains the center of Biafra land. They have been talking about going to buy people in Biafra land because we remain the people that they are finding it hard to Islamize us. It will never happen. You will see that women carry gun in Biafra land. Fatra Yaya, let them try it. They are trying, but they will fail. They will fail. Surely they will They have done it to us 1966 to 66 up until 1970. They lied to us to the extent that Abati of Arise News said it, that they lied and said that the war has ended. Yeah. They said that the war has ended. But nobody can tell. The war has not ended. Yes. There remains the problem of that country. Those in the government, they will tell you, oh, sit at home this, sit at home that. Whereas people are dying of hunger. People are dying of hunger. They are buying people all over the country. But these news people, they are centered on Southeast. They want to impress, what is it called? I'm just looking for that Abati's comment. Yes. Let me see whether this one will reflect what we are saying.
The first question is, just like I have a wife, do I want to be married? Question number one. So, in Nigeria, do we want to be one? It's an assumption that we want.
Yes, it is a very big assumption. Mary said, Sister Betty, I believe that God used that your uncle friend to help your brother. Yoruba Awolowo caused problem for Biafrans during the war. It was same Yoruba man helped a Biafran and dealt with Igbo. Well, my sister, let me tell you, if we continue haggling at each other, that means that the Fulanis have succeeded. That is what they do. It's their method of operation. That's exactly how they operate. We know all that. I'm not a child either. We all know that. The unfortunate thing is that both the Igbos and the Yorubas, like somebody like Joe Igbokwe, those who wants to be servants to the Fulanis, they are very gullible, very lily-livered. They easily get them. Be it a Yoruba man or an Igbo man, do you know that Emeka Ihedioha was pictured or videoed kneeling down for a Fulani man, kneeling down before him? Even Peter Obi, all of them, they go to the north to kneel down. Even Wazirike was seen kneeling down for another one. I don't know what happens to these men. We have very weak men of weak disposition. Very, very weak. That is why anybody who knows Simon Ekpa must support him and water him like you water your plant so that he will grow stronger. Because that man is the only man that shakes Nigeria. I'm telling you the truth. They will not accept it, but it is true. He is the only one that whenever Nigeria government hears about him, they wee in their pants. I'm telling you, as an adult, as an elderly person, as a human being that have my brain intact, they use Yoruba, they use Igbo. That's true. The way Joe Igbokwe jubilated when Onyendu was back, will you believe that he's an Igbo-speaking man? The way David Umahi, Willie Obiano, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, and Governor Wike, all of them contributed money. Even a Ejiofor, who was our Onyendu's barrister, and Chinasa Nwora and Chike Dozie, are they Yorubas? This is the question. So any Yoruba person and any Igbo person who obliges the Fulani their desire in giving away their brothers is a very lily-livered man and women who work with them, because they don't work alone. Those who gave them information about Onyendu's whereabouts, and those who paid for the money, and those who contracted the DOS in letting them know when Onyendu has moved. Because Onyendu doesn't tell Nigeria government where he's going to. You know? So we have it from both sides. The way Hope Uzodinma was warning that the school authorities should remove children from the school that he wants to go and bomb the place will make you keep thinking, is this an Igbo man? Is this a human being? This is the question. You know, I have always said it, that governors have right to tell police or army to stop coming to their state, that they can take care of their states, like somebody did it before. That's Ngige. Governor Ngige did it when Obasanjo was ruling, and there was this type of unrest, social unrest or violence or whatever it was then in Anambra State, Obasanjo said, I want to send a troop of military men. Ngige said no. He doesn't want it. That will destabilize his people more. That he will go and talk to the elders. And he did. And everything went calm. So these governors, they will enable these people. That's why D.Y. Danjuma said they cover them. They collude. You know? So let's hear what Justice Abakoba is saying here.
It's a terribly big and wrong assumption, because do I want to be married? Question number one. So in Nigeria, do we want to be one? It's an assumption that we want to be. It's a terribly big and wrong assumption, because when I went to Croatia, Croatia was part of the six formed Yugoslavia. Right now they're doing very well. Macedonia is doing very well. Slovenia is doing very well. Slovakia is doing very well. So nothing says that we must be one country. Nothing. It's not.
You see, this man is a judge, retired. You can see Abakoba. Anybody who knows him, I know him, and I know that he's a retired judge. He's saying that it is not a must that Nigeria will be one. We all know where India is. There used to be Bangladesh, Pakistan, all of them were India before. But they peacefully separated, even though they fought. Like we are now fighting with, Nigeria is fighting Biafrans. Nigeria is fighting Biafrans. Now Tinubu is dishing orders. What will happen to sit at home and what will happen to Southeast for buying soldiers. But he never likes to investigate matters. Go and investigate. These soldiers started fighting those people and the people responded. That is one thing that Nigeria doesn't do. Now Nigeria is so lawless, anything goes. When husband and wife fight, the wife will go and bring army. Army will come and be beating the husband. And nothing will happen. Like in all these countries where our governors, our head of state, even Tinubu himself, he travels every day. Can Tinubu tell me that he has seen military people roaming around the street of France where he goes to get treatment every day? So you can imagine what people go through. Injustice. Nothing says that Nigeria must be one. And that is what Biafrans are trying to prove to them. That we don't have to be one. We don't have to be one. Yeah, Moses, I think by now we should be tired of talking for almost 4 or more than 8 years of Biafra nation agitated. Now let's swing swiftly into action. Moses, I really don't understand you. So you don't hear what Biafrans are doing. We are taking it step by step. So what level is Oduduwa leaving Nigeria is now? What level are they? We are not here for any blame game. We are here to talk about Biafra. We are going to move, and Nigeria should leave us. If you don't understand, currently Biafrans are voting. Biafrans are voting. That is one of the criteria for international, world, and United Nations to recognize you as a nation. We are voting currently. And from our homeland now, we have 30 million people that have voted. All right, Moses? We are talking, it's not every Biafran that is doing what I'm doing. I am one of the media teams. Yes, that's what I am. So let me address your concern. Biafrans are moving on. By December this year, we will declare the restoration of Biafra as a United States of Biafra. We now have government in exile, which is legal. So if you don't understand what we are doing, I'm just telling you, we are the freedom fighters. I am one of those who are on media. If you look very well, you will see the logo. This is the logo. Look very well, Moses. This is the logo of Biafra Republic. This is the picture of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is the United Nations. So we are doing something. I don't know where Oduduwa is, the level of their own agitation. I don't know where it is. We are doing the talking because I am here to talk. Yes. Look, what we do, some of us, and somebody like you, is that when you come and to talk to your brother or your sister, and you come with anger, it will show somehow slightly. We are not here to fight ourselves. We are united here. Anybody you see on this platform is a Biafran and a freedom fighter. And I know that Oduduwas, before our leader was abducted, our leader has liaison with Professor, the one working with Koiki Media. Onyendu has good alliance with him and Adams. At the time, Adams was still serious. So, my brother, we are doing a lot. If what Biafrans are doing, that Oduduwa is seriously doing the same thing, my dear Fulani is not going anywhere in our land. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's great. We are now doing our self-referendum. It is allowed. Self-defense, freedom, liberty, they are all legal. And that's what we are doing. That's what we are doing.
Sacrosanct, that was what we want to be. It's a terribly big and wrong assumption, because when I went to Croatia, Croatia was part of the 6 countries that formed Yugoslavia. Right now they're doing very well. They're doing very well. Slovenia is doing very well. Slovakia is doing very well. Nothing says that we must be one country. Nothing. It's not one country.
Exactly.
In being one country.
People, Barrister Wakoba said it. It's not sacrosanct that we must be one. When an elder tells you a word or speaks to you idiomatically, he's talking to you. He's telling you something that you must know. He said it is not sacrosanct that we must be one. Why are they fighting us? Throughout yesterday, their jet, bomber, and all that were hovering around Biafra land with bomb to go and bomb Biafrans. Yesterday, 4th of June. Yesterday. They are always fighting our people. So if I know that freedom is not given, according to Diane, is taken by fire, by force. Yes, we are not here to preach hate. My brother, we should love ourselves for real. We must show love, because these people, they want to split us so that they can weaken us and get us. But now, with everything they are doing, the more they fight us, the more we get together. Yes, Diane said that the problem of our people are wickedness, foolishness, greediness, corruption, and hatred of the people saying the truth. Exactly, my sister. That is it. About what is happening in Nigeria, where criminals are positioned in power. Exactly. And these criminals are not young men and women, very old people. Somebody will be 80-something years. He still wants to be in government. You can see the Cameroonian president, that one, they carry him on wheelchair. He's still the president. He is still the president. And that is the kind of people they want to be ruling us. My people, since Tinubu entered office, can you count how many times he has been to France for treatment? They are very shameless. As old as that man is, that is 67 years old. Even if he is 10 years old when he had the lady, he will be 77 this year. Even if he was 10 when he had the lady. He cannot think that as he has the position to be going to France, there's this American hospital in France that he goes to get treatment. Why don't he think of bringing the same thing back home? Or do you want to tell me that if Joe Biden is sick today, they will be flying Joe Biden from America to Britain or to Canada to go and treat Joe Biden? Or if, as Prince Charles, the King Charles is now sick, then they will fly him to Germany or America for treatment. That is how all these men without brain, they are ruling us backwards. Because their brain is tired, their brain is old, their brain is weak. Hospital is the first thing you have to give to your people, whether you are educated or not. You must know that health is the basic thing in life. Even if you are a billionaire and you are not well, you can never enjoy your money. Health. But all of them, Buhari died abroad. Tinubu, since he came into power, he has been to hospital countless times abroad. And is paying for those hospital bills. Those amount of money could be used to build hospital in all the states. Now they want to go to Mecca on Hajj. He budgeted 90 billion. When a bag of rice cannot be subsidized for poor people to be able to afford what they will eat, he cannot do it. And he has children and grandchildren recycling themselves at the corridors of power. Do you want to tell me that if Burkina Faso is 89 years, like all of them there, that he would have been challenging French people? He'd be very weak and very tired to do any stress. But he's only 34, the youngest president in the whole world. Very active, and his brain is intact, and he is healthy. You will always see him with his pistol on his waist, because we read all this. But I don't find it interesting or funny bringing another country's issue here. Why I bring Nigeria issue here is Nigeria is sitting on our progress. Nigeria is not letting us go. Foreigners are using Fulanese to cage my people. That's why I always talk about Nigeria. My Biafran people are still trapped in Nigeria. That's why. Let nobody ask me why do I bring Nigeria cases here. I have to, because they are the ones being used to cage us. And one young lady from Uganda said that what is going on in Nigeria is not good, because Nigeria, other Africans look upon them They look up to them like big brother. But no, Nigeria is failing itself and failing all those who depended on it. We cannot be sitting there watching Nigeria bring us down to their level. We have served Nigeria for so many years, and that cannot continue eternity. No, my people, it continue. Chinyere Obiefune, thank you for joining. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ada Biafra. Thank you. Let's listen to Barrister Abakoba. It's always our people telling Nigeria the truth. This is the type of thing I expect somebody like Musa. If Musa is a true Nigerian or a true human being or a true military, he should have called Nigeria government and tell them that he will not bring terrorists into the army. But they are all afraid. They are all scared. They want to be given millions. Do you people know that Nigeria is using Quran to money from? Oh, this is really overwhelming. America will give them because America knows that they are the next target. Once these people stabilize it, they will go. America will give them millions. Then in turn, all governors will run to Abuja. Oh, IPOB is killing everybody. IPOB, we need money. Do governors will go and they will 500 million because of IPOB. Do you people know that? All the governors, that's why they are buying our children. They will keep their trap shut. The one called Hope Uzodinma is ruling his people by proxy. He is leaving the state house empty. But by law, once he has lived there, outside that place for more than 1 month, he is no longer the governor. That will show you the level of impunity, corruption going on in that country. Nobody addresses it. All these media houses, Arise TV, TVC, Showore's reporter, hello, Simon, Ugochukwu, thank you for joining. My sister, Nigeria is not safe for we Biafrans. Nigeria is killing Biafra people every day by day. Exactly. We see it. But my brother, we can't show it here. We can't. The community rules of YouTube and Facebook, you know, we are not allowed. Otherwise, what I will be showing you people here every day, you will be crying. But we are not allowed. And ndị be anyị ọkwa ndị zoo na-akwụfu ụgwọ fekwe na ka ị na-egosi ụdị ife afọ. Ọkwa ndị zoo ka ị wee fụ na corruption ndị zoo agago international. Etu akafa si a corrupt any country, anywhere, anything ị na-eme. Unu na-watch ife a na-eme, unu afụ ka ọ na-abụ m na-eme my video oge ụfọdụ wobble, oge ụfọdụ omekwu. Ọ ifefa na-eme anything mmelu fa achọ ka fa mee ka video mu ife ụfọdụ they will censor it completely. Omekwu, yesterday I was going through my video yesterday. O nwere ife nwere isi ọ na-ekwu. Ọ ife ndị isi hu na-eme. Fenyesigo fancha bribe. Even my TikTok, o nwere ife nde maka our PM na onye ndu and in the Nigeria. And the TikTok feature for that thing. For feature, I was shocked. Somebody then said on space, na the TikTok, na inyego kwa fego. So instead of giving people good life, they prefer to use it to corrupt abroad or even Nigeria. Why won't we vote and leave the zoo? My people, all for the long we see is also, we are now in the 6th month of the year. All for the 6 months. Onye ọbụla jisi ike. Why I am showing all these things is that you have to know where you start from. If you know where you have started or where you started from yesterday, you will know what you have achieved today and know how to plan ahead, whether you need to correct something or to add something. That's why sometimes I revisit some of the things I did in the past to reflect where we are coming from and where we are going to. This is it. I'm just trying my best. Unfortunately, I'm not a professional journalist or newscaster. We are doing it our own way, according to our PM.
You have all the killings you have in Jos, in Abuja, everywhere. What?
This man has a message that every Nigerian is supposed to listen to. In case you don't know him, his name is Undisa Agbakoba. He's a very good friend to Bola Met Tinubu. And this man is telling the truth about the condition and situation of Nigeria. If you really want to understand this message, well, you have to remove tribalism, remove religion and sentiments from your heart, and you will get the deep message that this man has been passing from time.
Governance is about a foundation. A country that has been struggling with a foundation for the 3 years cannot be a serious country. And
yes,
there has to be a need for some speed. So the 10th Assembly must immediately address this problem of continuous talking about Nigeria. Remember what Bola said about the survival of Nigeria, and it rings, because I was there that day, it still rings in my head, that in a situation of a political arrangement such as Nigeria.
Yes, Anthony Umeji, my brother, thank you for joining. My people, Indogist Carlo Anya. Now, wow, God will help us. Yes, so God will really, really help us. My people, don't forget to share this message and click the like button. I can see 39 people watching. Thank you so much, my people. I want us to be interacting. Join me on this studio. Demand for the link. You can close your video. Talk to our people. Yesterday, what I talked about yesterday, my people, was about Nigeria government wanting to restructure. This is what Onyendu started. You can imagine since 2013, how many years ago now? But since our PM announced that this year, December 2nd, that there will be a declaration of the restoration of United States of Biafra in Lati, Finland. Since that time, they have been working something out. They say now is restructure. Did we not have that before Nigeria had independence? Was it not in the constitution? They removed it. It is the same lies and very tactical way of dealing with people. They will never maintain it. Yes, thank you so much, Bruce, my brother. They will never maintain it. They will not use this, because tomorrow they will tell Ohaneze, like during the time of obedience. I was telling my friend that Obi will not win this election, or he will win it, and they will not give him. It happened. Nigeria Bello. The truth is that Igbo politicians are all IPO agitators. Exactly. That's monsters taking over the whole Southeast. and unfortunately by themselves. No, it's Fulani is causing it. Nigeria, you are not needed here. Just leave or I'll take you out. We don't need you here. Don't empathize with us. We don't need it. Okay? You are not needed here. You are not needed. We don't need you. To be very honest, we don't need you. Daloso. Thank you. Elumelu. So, Nigeria Bello, don't just leave. We don't need you. I'm just so my people. Yeah, I continue. This man is telling them that Nigeria mustn't be one. And that is one of the truth that these journalists and somebody like Musa don't want to tell the Fulanese because they are all afraid, they are all scared. Very economical with the truth.
The first question is, just like I have a wife, do I want to be married? Question number one. So, in Nigeria, do we want to be one? It's an assumption that we want to be. It's a terribly big and wrong assumption. Because when I went to Croatia, Croatia was part of the 6 countries that formed Yugoslavia.
Yes, it's going back to what it said earlier on. Let us listen to our PM because our PM, he is always giving it to them the way it is.
I'm very, very happy that Tinubu has officially declared war. But we are going to disappoint him. The way we are going to fight this war is our own way. That is one thing I like about the Biafran Defense Forces. You don't dictate what they do. They dictate for it. It is our war. We will fight it in our way. But thinking that you are going to defeat Biafra this time around, you are joking. You must pay dearly for genocide against us. You must pay for the massacre of children that are innocent and knows nothing about agitation. You must pay for the blood you spilled on the street of Abia.
I want up north. But for how long would you ride on? Would this be my honorable Prime Minister?
Yes, my people, I want us to listen to our PM.
From the military checkpoint. We all remember the famous bishop also, who was kidnapped one time ago, and he narrated how he was kidnapped. It was just one pole away from the military checkpoint. So we have seen several testimonies where Biafrans have been abducted, and the testimony shows that even the military.
Hello, Tonas Albert. Thank you for joining. Much.
Or those who call themselves military and having in their checkpoint were also involved in the kidnapping, where somebody was abducted taken to the forest, and people who saw it, eyewitnesses, went to the military to tell them that they are there, and they went to, tell the people not to complain. So when those kind of things happen, they share the proceeds. We've seen where even those who managed to run out of luck were, shambolically arrested. They said the military was arrested for kidnapping. This has been happening in entire Nigeria, not just in Biafra land. So the Biafra government, if they don't understand what government is all about, Biafra government is completely in charge of Biafra land. The de facto government and the government in exile controls the entire Biafra territory. And for that,
yes, my people, just to confirm what our PM said, let me play this video for you to confirm our PM statement. I love our PM so much. Ika na kpogu n'anya, gaga n'ogwu. That's what our PM is. Listen to this man now. He is going to confirm that Breji government controls Biafra land, because they have been lying to our people for years. Are we going to keep showing that we are mumus? Now waiting. We go out now.
The governor of the state is at home on Monday, and then the civil servants that work in government house obey the state.
Yes, even the civil servants in the governor's offices, they don't go to work on Mondays. It is their holiday for Onyendu Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Our civil disobedient day, you have right. It is your right to remain in your house. Nobody will come and drag you out. Otherwise, Abia mana Tinubu na-ekwugonu na ọ ga-eme us not firing squad or whatever. This is the one ruling us, ruling our people now. Akpabio is confirming it. He is confirming it.
Himself obeys the sit at home. On Monday, and then the civil servants that obey the sit at home.
Okay, my people, look at this man's neck. Look at his neck.
And government shut down on Monday.
All of them, from senator to second in command to vice president of this and that. But the people you people are ruling are dying of what? They are dying of hunger. Look at his neck, like that of a cow. Look at the chair, the comfort where he's sitting. They said that senators, they receive 40 million every month, including all the newspaper benefit, all the car benefit, the gardeners, the cook, the everything. But our people are suffering, dying of kwashoko. Who are they leading? Who are they ruling? Look at him. Look at his neck. They will be there talking of other people. They don't even x-ray or talk about themselves and look about their own images. He is talking about our PM, who is very serious to make sure that his people are comfortable. Look at the election conducted in Biafra land, very peaceful. Those who have a smartphone, look at how easy it is just to vote. But in Nigeria, there will be police, army, gone everywhere, buying people on election day. Something that's supposed to be simple. This man is supposed to be our PM's father. He's old enough to be our PM's father. But what our PM sit down and think in 1 minute, it will take this man 100 years to think about it. They are all ready to serve the Fulanis, because Akpabio is a Biafran. from Akwa Ibom. He's a Biafran, but they're serving the Fulanese. Look at his head and his neck, like that of a cow. They don't think of those people that they are ruling. They will give our people up and they will come and be criticizing you so that the Fulani will like them. I don't know whether they went to school, whether they read history, to know that these Fulanis are those people that Usman Danfodio brought from Sahel. Yeah, somebody with criminal charges. Of course, I know now when he was the director of, this oil, whatever, Ex-Dss or Ex-Dss. I know he has a criminal charge with, what's their name, EFCC. But he's the one. That position, this position he is what they promised, what's his name? Governor, former governor of Ebonyi, David Umahi. That's how they use you. And they will dump you. For those who are sabotaging, this is how they will use you and they will dump you. They just told David Umahi, since you did not get the presidency, which Buhari promised him, that they will give you this one. They even went and promised Ojus Okalo the same position. In the end, they left both Ojus and David Umahi for this position. They gave it to one of their counterparts because they know that you, NDDC, yes, you must be corrupt. You must have EFCC charge on your head before they give you position so that you will do what they want you to do. Otherwise, they will take you to prison like they did to Ojus Okano or Carlo, because his own is ended with LU. You know, we know all this. They will use these criminals because they know that they are the ones who have the heart to buy our people for them to come and take over. Once you have a criminal charge, they will give you position because they know that you must do what they want or they will use EFCC after you. If you look at the face of our PM, he's not laughing with anybody. He is so deep into getting us Biafra. Everybody must support him. Go and vote so that we will leave these people and we will stop talking about them. They are nothing to talk home about. Nothing good in them. It's just good riddance to bad rubbish.
And then the civil servants that work in government house obey the sit at home. And government shut down on Monday. The governor of Southeast is Simon
Yes.
ruling the Southeast from
yes, he is. He is the real governor. Yes, because he is the one that hears the cry of his brothers and he doesn't run away. Where are the DOS? Where have you seen them? Even to pay Onyendu's court hearings, they cannot. And our PM has to pick it up among every other thing that he is doing for us. We all love Onyendu, but even the DOS, they were formerly paying it, but now they prefer to be paying themselves salary than to pay Onyendu's legal fees. Our PM pays for it. So all these people, they are criminals. I'm happy that most of you, they know their past. And we cannot be deceived to the contrary that they are doing restructuring. They will now tell you, oh, like the time of Obi, let us wait and see if Obi will win. If Obi didn't win, we will go and do Biafra. I told that my friend, you will see. When Obi lost, I called him. He didn't answer me. I gave him voice message. I said, oh yeah, now go to Aso Rock. Now your brother did there. Obi came to distract what we were doing. That was their plan. How can you be going to campaign the election that the ticket is 100 million? You didn't pay anything. They just allowed you to run. No senator, no nothing. No platform. The portfolio for presidency, you don't have it. It was all planned, all stage managed. This is why the governor of Abia State should secure the life of our people. Secure the life of our people. Because these people, they are coming.
And for that reason, we ban every checkpoint. And when we continue to say, when we ban checkpoint, stay away from checkpoint. Because killing our women, enforcing the disappearance of our young men and our young women. For that reason, we decided that we have to activate the law of international law of self-defense, which means when somebody wants to kill you, defend yourself. And at this particular point, we are facing terrorists with guns, machine guns, the state-sponsored terrorism, the state actor terrorism with machine guns. And so for that Biafra to properly defend themselves, we must provide the exact machine gun that they come with. So those who are more tactical will be the one to win. On the other, given that no checkpoint is allowed anymore, because we've witnessed over 40,000 Biafrans has been, disappeared through the checkpoint. And in those checkpoints, we've seen where they facilitate kidnapping of our people, from clergymen to businessmen, many who, miraculously regained their freedom, narrated how they were abducted by the bandit just a very step away from the checkpoint, from the military checkpoint. We all remember the famous bishop also, who was kidnapped one time ago, and he narrated how he was kidnapped. It was just one pole away from the military checkpoint. So we have seen several testimonies where Biafrans have been abducted, and the testimony shows that even the military, or those who call themselves military and having in their checkpoint, were also involved in the kidnapping, where somebody was abducted, taken to the forest, and people who saw it, eyewitnesses, went to the military to tell them that they are there, and they went to, tell the people not to complain. So when those kind of things happen, they share the process. Even those who manage to run out of luck were, shambolically arrested, and they said the military was arrested for kidnapping. This has been happening in entire Nigeria, not just in Biafra land. So the Biafra government, if they don't understand what government is all about, Biafra government is completely in charge of Biafra land. The defense and the government in exile controls the entire Biafra territory. And for that reason, we ban every checkpoint. And when we continue to say, when we ban checkpoint, stay away from checkpoint. Because the day it will happen, nobody will tell you. Anybody crying today that they killed military in Abia, you are an idiot. The people that were killed in Abia are terrorists. And that's exactly what they are. They have killed Biafrans enough, and we applaud whoever that did it. It is a military that are infiltrated by terrorists, and terrorists they are. We have seen the killings of Biafrans for many, many decades, and nobody has, done anything about the killings of Biafra people. And like we continue to say, anywhere you are in Biafra land, representing Nigeria, carrying gun, as a military, as a police, as any security agent under Nigeria, in Biafra land, Biafra does not belong to you. You are staying there illegally, and you'll be treated like a terrorist, because that's what you are. This is the order of the Biafra Republic government in exile and the Biafra de facto government in the homeland. We have Biafra Defense Forces that are taking care of all the security situation in our land. And those of you who think that we are joking, believe me, the time you kill people and go free is gone. We have activated a lot of self-defense to the maximum.
Yeah, Eugene, 66. Thank you, my darling. Thanks for joining. Please, my people, remember to click the like button. We are about 49 of us watching. Click the like button. It will help this page to grow. I beg your pardon. My people, Biafra must come. We have a man like the bull. He rages. And when he speaks, Nigeria government will start shaking because they know that they don't get anything right. Do you know that everything our PM has done for us, the ID card something, all these implementations, they are adopting it. They are adopting it. They want to do restructuring. The bill has been passed, and that was what Abakoba was talking about. You want restructuring for who? Oduduwa wants to go. Even Arewa, Hausa have given Fulani quick notice to leave their land. Everybody mentally have left Nigeria. Honestly, everybody has left Nigeria. Everybody wants to go. A country that has no rule of law, human life has no value, no valid, in fact, you cannot validate anything in Nigeria. Their passport is not acceptable by so many countries. You go to prison, the citizens are just locked up in every prison you go all over the world. What are we doing with Nigeria? In fact, I don't know why we stayed till this time. But ndị Igbo tụrụ inu si n'oge ife luo ome, ụkwa luo oge ọda. This is our time, my people, for us to go. Now that God has given us Onyendu and our PM, because Onyendu told us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. Onyendu never told us to listen to the DOS or any one of the members of DOS. No, he did not. This is the only man he told us to go and listen to. And the way our Prime Minister is acting fast and quick and straightforward will show you people that Onyendu is a good seer, a prophet. He has seen our PM and he knew what is in him. You can imagine the DOS, they will be telling you, you have to wait for Onyendu to come out. Do you know when Onyendu is coming out? Because they have sold Onyendu and pocketed the money. And for them to show their Fulani masters that selling Onyendu and the Biafra going down is working, they will be thwarting anything that our PM says. You know, last year, when our PM was reminding us of this 30th of May, they said that they are doing empowerment. This year now, they bounced back. Very confused set of human beings. That's how they have been dragging Onyendu backward and forward until they finally sold him. And they thought that they would buy Onyendu, but God Almighty alone was the one that saved Onyendu's life. They would have bought Onyendu, and we will not know where he is till today. But God, in his infinite mercy, spared his life. Already Onyendu knows that it is our PM that will step into his shoes when he is not there. Finally, it is our PM that is paying for his defense lawyers, their legal fees, and they runs in millions. You know how many the teams are. That our PM, with all these resources, the little resources our PM lays his hand on, you people see what is happening. Everything is happening electrified. You know, there is light at the end of the tunnel. Let no one lose hope. Please, my people, we love ourselves. We have to work together. They have deceived us for far too long.
And Biafra land will be defended ruthlessly like never before. So those of you who cry and start shouting, oh, military this, military that, which military? Did you not hear former General T.Y. Danjuma say, carry gun, defend yourself. If you rely on Nigeria military, you are all going to be killed and you will die. Yes! He was a general. Do you know better than him?
Oh.
He served Nigeria, fought Biafra war against Biafra people. Yet, he came out to say, if you do not rise up with arms and rely on Nigeria army, you will all die one by one.
Yes, I played the
Only
video
Biafra
now.
people under this government in exile understood the core of T.Y. Danjuma. And today, it can never be wiped away out of the Nigeria history. He is a man who stood up once upon a time and spoke the truth without fear. Today, we understand him very well because we know exactly what is going on. But some of you, the morons, who think you are getting peanut from Nigeria, you think that we are going to sacrifice our people, the life of our women and children, just because you are going to give people peanut. No. We have come out for this freedom, and this freedom we will fight, making sure that those who come to kill before and go free will not come again and kill and go free. And like I said, checkpoint in Biafra land remain banned. Those of you who are falling victim today, you have to be very security conscious. What they want to do is to intimidate you, to instill fear in you by continual enforcing disappearance of Biafrans, abducting you, making video, putting you in a van. That is not going to stop the movement and the liberation of Biafra. If they like, they should go to Abia State, pack everybody in the street. It is not going to stop the liberation. And those of you in Abia State, in Abia, we have been warning to stay away from anything military. In both their checkpoint, whenever you see their vehicle, stay away. Don't go closer because these are terrorists. All they do is to abduct you. And if you give yourself so cheaply, you become a victim. And becoming a victim cannot stop the liberation of Biafra people. We are almost 80 to 90 million people. Do not allow yourself to be used as sacrifice. We are all going to make it to the end. And those of you that are condemning what happened in Abia after many years of sharing lifeless bodies of Biafrans on social media, I will only say shame on you. We have just started. Nigeria government is a terrorist government. And what the Biafra Defense Forces are doing now is to target where these enforcements of disappearance of Biafra people are taking place, and we're going to neutralize them. The next target is to make sure we know exactly where they have their weapons. Their armory will destroy everything. You can't, not in Biafra land. If you have your armory under Nigeria, take it in Kaduna, put it there. Go to Lagos, go to Abuja. When you want to attack us in Biafra land, you bring it. But you see, in Biafra land, your armory can never stay. It doesn't happen today, it will happen tomorrow. So when we are saying it, we will tell you, first of all, before it happens. Our target is to make sure we neutralize every armory of Nigeria within Biafra territory, because that's where the terrorism, power to commit terrorism, out of terrorism against Biafra people are happening. We have been warning about Obese, because there they have freezer where the body parts of Biafrans are being kept. One day, they will wake up and Obese is gone. I swear to God. One day, they will wake up, Obi is gone. And let me tell you, Musa came out on national television to say that they have adopted what they call jungle welfare. You know what that means? It is jungle welfare. We have adopted guerrilla welfare in self-defense. They have adopted jungle welfare. He said it on national television. When a military chief came to television to tell you that the military of their own country have adopted a jungle welfare, you know what that means? Do you understand when they say they have given him a jungle justice? You know what that means? Jungle justice means that when you catch somebody, a suspect who you are not even sure that the person have committed a crime, what do? You lynch the person. That is jungle justice. Now, this military have told you, Musa, it is a record that they have adopted what they call jungle welfare. Against who? Against Biafra people. And you are expecting Biafra carrying guns to allow them to succeed with their jungle justice. Never. Whoever get each other first, you succeed. So if they get us first, they are lucky. But when we get them first, and this is going to continue happening until they realize that they can never defeat Biafra with guns and bullets. Never. I told them, if you think that all this shooting gun in Biafra land, blocking road and making checkpoint, instilling fear and asking people to hands up while they are going on their daily, activities will bring us down. Believe me, you are joking.
My people, you know what these people are doing? It's very tactical war that they are fighting against Biafrans. Ask me how. You know they are taking this war from the north, about thousands of miles away to our land, so that nobody will be talking about Boko Haram. Do you people know Biafrans and the TVC and the Rise News and the Jide and all of them that are talking? Do you people know that now in Borno State, which is the northeast, and the Niger State, just about 5 miles to Abuja, the federal capital, do you know that the people controlling them now are the ISWAP, ISIS, and the Boko Haram? They pay them tax. They pay them for farming. They pay if you move your car, they have toll gate. If you move your car going out, you pay them. If you are coming in, you pay them. Regina Daniel's husband, Senator, what's his name in Asaba? He said it, that he drove into them and he never knew. So they quietly turned and went back. In Borno State, Maiduguri, in Nigeria, all these news houses, they will never say it. That Boko Haram is now ruling 2 states in the zoo. There's Nigeria government. There is the ISWAP and Boko Haram government. They collect tax. They rule that place. Nobody says a word. But we that they're coming to fight, they want us to be the center of attraction, the center of discussion. The topical issue should be the Southeast. They are bringing war to us so that everybody will ignore the atrocities going on there. Then people of Benue complained that the government have built 1,000 houses or 10,000 houses to go and bring the Fulani people to replace them. And their people are living in IDP camp. Nigeria is like a conundrum. So many things boiling in one pot. It's a very huge puzzle. The only one solving it for us is our PM. That's what they are doing, because Fulanis, all they know is destructive things. They have no value for human life. They live in the bush. Nigeria is the first place they have come to see light, to know that people live in the house and go to school. Go to the north. They are Lamajiri, they don't go to school. Teachers will come to the school, nobody there. I see it many times on the internet, where teachers will tell you they come to school, nobody in the classroom. They don't go to school. They don't indoctrinate their children. They don't teach them how to study. It's all about fighting, buying people. People that drink raw blood of cow, what do you think? And goat. Human life means nothing to Fulanis. You see? So they want to bring this war down to us, so that everything will now be Southeast, Southeast, Southeast. And everybody kept quiet about Boko Haram, ISWAP, and all these people. Yes. Diane said that the PM, Simon Ekpa, God Almighty will continue to strengthen you, your light of peace you put on Biafrans will light forever. Amen. He say, my sister, all over the world, he say. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Chief of Staff, the cabinet.
Wow, where am I?
It's the ministers, the media.
Oh, sorry, my people. You know, when you are in this, you just get carried away.
To carry out the jungle warfare, it is not going to be possible. We will continue to neutralize these terrorists until they are withdrawn completely from Biafra. Our demand is very simple. Withdraw your military. We have now gotten what we call the mandate of over 30 million. Even the president did not get 30 million votes from the entire Nigeria. Do you understand the point? And this is why they are scared of organizing any referendum, because the Biafra people are going to, not only Biafra, indigenous people in Nigeria are going to disgrace those supporting one Nigeria. That's why they will never support any referendum. Well, we don't care. The government of Biafra have organized the referendum. We are going to pursue the legitimacy. We are going to pursue that this particular referendum that is being conducted, the second phase is ongoing now, after the declaration of the restoration of the independent state of Biafra. Believe me, we will fight Nigeria until nothing will remain Nigeria within Biafra territory. That is the only way to preserve our culture, value, save our life, generation to come, save our women and children like the Biafra Defense Forces have done it up to this point. And I'm very, very happy that Tinubu has officially declared war. But we are going to disappoint him. The way we are going to fight this war is our own way. That is one thing I like about the Biafra Defense Forces. They will not go at pay. Are going to succeed. Where are they today? They are gone. So my people in Ireland and any person that is having the privilege to listen to me today, you must harden your heart. Be brave. Stand before your enemy without intimidation. Speak.
Yes, my people, this very remark, this very encouragement and speech by our PM, be strong and be courageous. Stand before your enemy, face the challenge once and for all. He is very correct.
Speak for the favor and the interest of your people.
Yes, Biafra first.
When they tell you, oh, Simon Ekpa is speaking and the army is coming to kill, is that what you want to be proud of? You want to be proud of a system where Simon Ekpa will speak and they will go and kill somebody else? You want to continue to support the system where people will go and defend the Biafra land by making sure that those who come to kill them enforce the disappearance of their brothers and neutralize and they go and start attacking innocent people. Is that the kind of system you want to support? For how long? But this has been the modus operandi of those who call themselves military. When people who carry gun attack them, they don't attack those who carry gun. They go to women. They go to young girls, young boys of Biafra, and they start mass arrest. And those people they arrest may never come back. Is that the kind of system you want to support? Why don't they go after those who come to attack them with gun? Why don't they look for where they are to go and attack them? Because they have gun. You go.
Yes. Let me show you people. You know, everything our PM says, we have a video that will endorse it the way you will believe, wow, my brother Freeman, yes, you are here. Look at this. This lady is a doctor. What our PM just said. Look at, when the military see people, they will start attacking them. And when people start defending themselves, they will say, oh, military is attacking us, this and that. Or IPOB is attacking them. And when they come for their retaliation, they will be picking children. Look at what this doctor said about her younger brother, 15 years old.
It's been over 24 hours since my from our home. We stay around the state where the shooting happened 2 days ago. Yesterday by 5 a.m., some soldiers broke into our house. They broke our gates, they broke our doors, and they went in and took my siblings. They made my sick dad, my dad is in his 70s, and that's the only reason they didn't take him. They made the sick dad sit in a very unhealthy position, that even after they left, when he called me, he was telling me that he feels really sick, that they're taking everybody and his body is hurting. I'm a doctor working in Lut, so I'm not in Abia State right now. I'm in Lagos. I work at Lut. My siblings, I've not heard from them. We've been trying our best to try and reach them. Nobody's giving us any tangible information. My mom does in Abia, so she had to go all the way from Umuahia to Abia yesterday. But they didn't even let her see them. She didn't get to see them. We don't know if they're even alive. We don't know how they are coping. We don't know the kind of inhuman treatment they are going through. My brother is a child. He's just tall. He's a child. He's 15. You see? Please. He's a child. Children are also supposed to be subjected to this kind of inhuman treatment. How is my brother expected to view the Nigerian army, Nigeria as a whole, after this kind of experience? He's just a child. He has never slept outside my house, and having to sleep in this kind of inhuman condition, having to be in this kind of...
That's what our PM, that when they fought these Biafrans and they fight them back, they will start going to take innocent children and women. She said that she's a doctor in Lut, and her house is next to the incident. The vicinity there is her house, where her house is located. They broke in. Her father is 70, very sick. They took her siblings. One of them is 15. This is what these people do. You never hear the Arise TV report this. You can never. Her father called her as the senior one to tell her what happened, and she's making this appeal that her family lives at that roundabout, Obi Kabia Junction in Abia State. That's where she lives. Her parents. You can imagine what goes on in Nigeria. The terrorists in Borno State, they took over Borno State and Niger State next to Abuja, collecting levy from those people. Before they go to farm, they will have to pay tax. But the vice president and the president, they are not talking about that, though. They are not. They brought the heat down to Southeast because we have always been their target. It's just for the Abia state governor, for him to be tagged with this. He should go and secure Biafrans in Abia, because these terrorists, they are really, really coming. Yes, Nigeria army committing child abuse. Yes, you can imagine what's happening over there. A lot is happening. Yes, Thomas Albert, he said this is one of the things that gave birth to unknown gunmen. Yes, when you buy people's family like this, people will get angry. They will get angry and they want to retaliate. I don't know what the military is doing in Southeast anyway. I don't know what they are doing, because the Fulanis are using them to buy our people. Yeah, I don't know what they are doing there.
You go and attack people who don't have gun. You go and attack people who have nothing to. Is that the kind of system you want to support? If you want to support that kind of system, believe me, that particular system will be your fate. If it is not your fate today, it's going to be your fate tomorrow. Those who carry gun will come after you. I am telling you the fact. So what are we advocating for? If you believe that people are attacking with gun, remember you attack them first. Remember also that if you want to attack people with gun, you go to those people who attacked you with gun to attack them.
Yes, that's what our PM said here is the case. All these people talking on TV, oh, go and bring Simon back, go and do they even investigate matters? They don't. In Nigeria, there is no investigative journalist. They don't. They will just start acting because they have premeditated to attack you. Then you will become the next victim. Yes, Chinyere said, how can they report it when they are brown envelope? They are all working with government terrorists. Yeah, they are working with them. What can we do? What can we do? It's just good for us to tell the world that all the journalists in Nigeria are corrupt. They don't report the they should report. They only talk in favor of the terrorist government. One of the worst terrorist groups in the whole world. Yes, the worst terrorist group in the whole world. Yes, they are the deadliest. Yes, Okoli, Auntie Betty, well done. We are hearing you here from NA quarters Ogu. Oh my God. Along the road to Enugu, soldier forced us to come down from the vehicle and walk past the army checkpoint. Never mind, our PM have promised is step by step, all the checkpoints, they are going to disengage them very soon. Very soon. Well done, my people. I hope you are all doing well. Send my greetings to everybody. Thank you so much. Yeah, Moses, my brother. Yes, with all their academic achievements, they still look like uneducated and uncivilized people. HH, yes, His Royal Highness or whatever. Very diabolical human beings. It's a shame, really. My brother, what goes on there is terrible. Let's listen to this man. Again.
Nigeria import terrorists from all over the world. Right now, there are more than 5 terrorist groups that operate in the country today. Ansaru is in Nigeria. Al-Shabaab is in Nigeria. Mieti Allah operates in Nigeria. Fulani bandits operate in Nigeria. Fulani herders that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of
the 4th deadliest, the 4th in the whole world. You know how many countries in the world, but they are the 4th deadliest. The 4th deadliest. You can
have been
imagine.
named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria. Have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These that have been named the 4th deadliest terrorist group in the world by the Global Terrorist Watch of West Africa. These terrorist groups operate in Nigeria, and the government of Nigeria provides an enabling environment for them to thrive, for them to do their bidding. They provide them with logistics, money, arms, and then they send them to the eastern region of Nigeria to kill my people and to destabilize the region. That is their goal. And that is exactly what they're doing now.
That is it. My people, we really have to hear all this and jog our memories. We have
every one of us must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude with the armed.
He said the armed forces, that's the military. He was a retired general. He fought Biafrans during the war alongside the Fulanis. But he is originally from Taraba State, in Plateau State, or Kwara State, Plateau State.
Bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements. They must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits that kill people, kill Nigerians. They facilitate their movements.
Yes.
They cover them.
They cover them.
If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all one by one. Must rise up. The armed forces are not neutral. They collude. They collude with the armed bandits.
You see, they collude.
They kill people, kill Nigerians.
Yes.
They facilitate their movements. They cover them. If you are depending on the armed forces to stop the killings, you will all die one by one.
Have you all heard it? They collude. If you are waiting for the military, you will all die one by one. My people, I'm going to leave you here. Let this keep ringing that bell in your ears. Yes, Great the Great. Thank you for joining. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Freeman said, he said, well, yeah, he said we will all arise, because if you do not, you will all die one by one. Biafrans, we must rise up, support our Prime Minister, Cast your vote. Contribute. Even if it is $1. When Onyendu traveled to the US in 2000 and something, he told Americans that this Biafra coming is left for you people. He went to New York. He said to them, can't you people even pay $1? Because if we are 70 million and we are paying $1 every month or every week, you know how many dollars it will turn to. My people, cheta ife okoko ndempu during the war. Osi na onye ndị ilo gbara gburugburu na-eche ndụ ya nche mgbe niile. Ndị Biafra, unu alarụ n'ụla. Ndị ISWAP, ISIS, Boko Haram, fa niile nọkwa na Niger steeti na-anakọ ụtụ. Ọkwa Shetima bụ onye isi fa. Shetima bụ vice president ndị Nigeria. Ya nwa bụ onye isi ndị Boko Haram. They will never stop. This is Takia. Lies. Lies upon lies. They are just shifting everything to Southeast because we remain their target, but they will not get through. By your support, my people, we will scale through. Support Mazi Simon Ekpa, our indomitable Prime Minister. Onyendu told us, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. He never mentioned any other name, not even the DOS, the so-called DOS. Our PM is the only one Onyendu told us to listen to. And you can all see the speed with which he is leading us. I will leave you here. Governor of Abia State, do everything within your power to protect Biafrans in Abia State. It is your prerogative to say no to military coming to your state. Ngige did it during the time of Obasanjo. You can also do it. I love you all, and I wish you all a very good evening. My wonderful people, I don't know the names one by one. Freeman, Tonas, Albert, Ihe Jirika, Mary, Diane, all my wonderful sisters. We will keep fighting on until Biafra comes and we will be free. All hail Biafra. Peace, progress, unity and equity, freedom and liberty. Bye, my people. I love you all. Remain blessed, each and every one of you, individually and collectively. We will be free one day this year, December 2nd. Bye.